Hello everybody, welcome to IT Skills channel. In today's video, I'm gonna show you how to deploy VM simply inside Nutanix. It's extremely simple and easy. We're gonna do this. So first things first, you can see this is inside my Nutanix. I have to go underneath the drop-down menu and click on VMs. And then from that point on, right-click, launch console if it's not powered on. And then that's what you need to do. But before that, let me show you what we did to configure this VM. So first, let's shut it down. I can show you the settings of what this VM is all about. So first things first, whenever this shuts down, we will take a look at how to even boot to from a CD-ROM. That's very interesting, and that's something that you need to know before you do all the advanced stuff. So the machine is down right now. And now we're gonna go ahead and right click on update. This is gonna bring up the properties. You can see here, this one I give it 4 vCPU, and I also give it to, what else I did? I went ahead give it to 4 CPU per core, and then told it to give memory. And then overall, this is what he has, is a UEFI. He has a CD-ROM of Windows Server, and then the driver for Nutanix, and then 2 hard drive, 120 gig and 100 gig. One for MDT and one for something else, or for the OS. So that's simply what we have. And then we have the network here, and that's it. The network is gonna allow us to set, we don't even have a private IP or anything like that. We're just letting the host assign IP by individually. So that's all we have. Now let's hit save. We didn't change anything anyways. Right click, power on. All right, the machine is powered on right now. Right click again. And then we're gonna connect to the launch console. And then we're gonna reboot because we wanna hit exactly when the CD-ROM boot is initialized. Right now we missed it by a couple seconds. So we wait for this to reboot. Now it's ready. Let's hit enter key or any key. Then now this is booting up from the CD-ROM. If you configure the CD-ROM as a priority device, then you will be able to boot directly from it. If you don't, then you have to click on boot option and then select it. In this case, we set up our VM in a way where the CD-ROM is the primary boot device. So there's no problems there. All right. So now it's loading the driver. We just wait patiently until this is done. All right. This is what you get. This is normal. So you're going to have to click on next for the Windows language. If you agree with the language setup, if this is something that complies to your country and state. In this case, if your language is different, then you want to make sure that you choose the proper language from the drop-down menu. I'm good with English, so we're going to hit next with next, everything. Then now we're going to hit I agree, install Windows Server, and then we're going to say, I don't have a product key because we're using the trial version. If you have product key, I still don't recommend you enter from there. You should enter it once everything is set up. And then hit next. We're going to do the desktop edition. As you can see, we're going to hit accept for the EULA and license terms. It's going to scan the disk, but it's not going to find any. This is normal. We're going to hit load driver or load disk. We're going to choose the Nutanix ISO driver. We're going to choose the Nutanix ISO driver. Select here. Then we're going to select one driver. The most important driver in here should be the pass-through driver. We're going to install that. That should allow us to see the disk. There you go. It does let us see the disk. We're going to choose this one as OS disk, and then disk 0 as MDT or whatever service we want to deploy. So hit next. We're going to hit keep everything and install. Now we wait. This is going to take approximately 5 to 10 minutes, and then after that, it should be done.